So, a friend of mine that lives in China, I recently asked him, like, hey, what's life in China like? He said, I literally can't say. Or no.
You blew it, but we're starting.
Hang on.
Starting.
Okay. That's a bad joke.
Terrible start.
It's pretty bad. So
I asked a Chinese friend of mine, what's it like to live in China? He says he can't complain.
What?
Because they'll kill him.
Okay.
Hilarious.
I actually do like that one.
Let's talk about Putin.
Let's talk about Putin too.
Let's talk about the highlight of somebody's week. Who wants to go first?
Baby, off camera.
The highlight of my week. Probably right now. I have had 2.5 glasses of wine. My husband left to go do Burger Quest. I had the house to myself for approximately almost 2 hours.
And it looks amazing.
Let's go.
I took a shower.
Spooky as ever.
And then I was asked to be on the podcast. Like, it doesn't get better than that.
Woo! Sorry, round of applause.
Viking horn for no.
Having
no
the home
reason.
to yourself is something, right? So last Saturday, I definitely had to poop a little bit, but I was mostly fine.
What?
I just needed some time.
Hey, no.
You remember?
What?
Oh, no, I moved in his apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah, tummy aches happen.
I thought I had Saturday to myself, and then I woke up. Emily was like, "Wait, we're helping my brother move into his new house," and I was just like, "I don't feel the best." Got really high, played a lot of video
So
games.
what else? What else happened? So Emily did a lot of cool stuff in the garage. That place is spooktacular. The transformation I saw literally since I got here to now is phenomenal. So
Yeah,
that's cool.
she interior designs.
Yeah.
And she did so to our garage for an upcoming Halloween party.
Love it.
Sounds spooky.
Gonna be great. Can't wait to see you guys there. Sodi, highlight of the week.
Red cow.
Doc, highlight of the week.
Parm fries. Parm trip.
Yeah, I mean, Red Cow, right? And Brandon's here.
And Brandon's here.
Heyo.
Brandon, welcome to the show. You
Brandonius
may
has
or
been a
may
gift,
not
yes.
have heard Brandon on the Fantasy Flush, a new, hopefully weekly, fantasy football doodad. And now he's here in person.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
Per our request, because he's hot. So we wanted to see him in person.
God.
Brandon, thank you for being here.
I appreciate it. And you're welcome. Yeah.
Good. Let's highlight of the week
Oh my gosh.
for Brandon.
Too many to talk about. Yeah, I was able to get here from Cleveland and spend some time with my dad yesterday, which was great.
Always great.
And then, being here with you all and obviously going to Red Cow and having a 60-40 burger is my favorite thing in the world. So thank you guys.
You heard correct. Red Cow was our Burger Quest stop.
Drove
this
or
week.
flew from Cleveland?
I drove
Coolest thing you saw on the road trip?
a dead bear on the side of the road.
Really?
Jeez.
Brown bear, black bear?
Black bear.
How big?
That's rare. Like you don't see.
Yeah, no, it was actually on the way from seeing my dad in Wisconsin to here. Big old black bear on the side of the road.
Imagine the damage that does to your car. Hit that thing.
Glad you're
Probably similar amounts of deer would do.
the inanimate object. Yeah, let's worry about that. It's a dead, beautiful creature.
It did not work out for the bear.
No.
No.
Too dang bad.
George is like, what about the Subaru?
Well, I was just thinking.
My Prius.
Not that I care more about the car.
Sounds like it.
I'm an animal lover.
Clearly.
You know me. Okay. Brandon, behind us from my record collection, you picked 6 records. Take us through them.
Yeah, so I went 2 of them each are different artists. So we've got Outkast,
Yeah.
who, definitely.
It's a bad time, Jane.
Oh,
God.
Fucking dog.
Who left a water bottle there? Doc.
Classic
Doc's water
mistake.
bottle from a couple weeks ago.
Anywho,
I recycle.
You don't.
2 of the albums are Outkast, which again,
Go get her, Jane.
hold on.
What's going
That dog,
She
that
loves
dog-
water bottles. It's one of her toys.
Everyone has their kink.
All right.
Anywho,
Top left. Here we go.
got 2 Outkast
AT
albums
Aliens.
that are definitely a definition of when I was a much younger version of myself.
Favorite song on AT Aliens?
Gosh,
Because mine is definitely
Roses.
Roses is for sure one of my favorites.
Poof, poof, poof.
that is not on AT Aliens though.
Obviously.
Either way. on AT Aliens is, oh God.
Yep, you're struggling.
Totally.
No, I just can't remember if it's on AT Aliens.
What was that
or-
buzzword in the creative director?
Or Aquemini. It's,
Dead air.
okay, well, either way, Spodioti Dopalicious on Aquemini.
Yeah,
Whoa!
for sure.
Where did that come from?
Oh, boy.
The dog.
And now we're getting sued.
Yep.
No.
Continue, Brandon.
Yeah, and then I've got 2 Casey Musgrave albums, which I kind of fell into her. Yeah, she, my wife is a huge fan of Casey Musgraves.
Huge.
2 years ago,
As
for
am I.
her birthday, I got her tickets to Casey Musgraves here in the Great St. Paul.
And you saw her where?
We seen her here in St. Paul.
XL.
Venue.
XL.
It was.
Venue Center, yeah.
How did her music translate to a large venue like that?
It was amazing. It was super, super cool.
Frick.
Problem is, we had a little bit too much fun before the concert.
You guys hit the happy hour at the Drury Hotels.
We did,
Mm-hmm.
and we also stopped at a small business in Illinois before we took the rest of the journey. And ultimately, we ended up at, consider us tombstones. You know, you just kind of planted there, and you can see your name on the chest, and that's all there is. That was all we were
The whole time, but
great
enjoying
music.
the concert, though.
Yeah, we did. We had a great
Super
time.
dangerous and irresponsible, though, on both your parts.
Ah,
No,
We're
that's how
what are
you
you gonna
go.
do with us rascals? you
Right.
know?
That's how you go to Casey Musgraves.
We
I-
learn.
No, it was
Okay,
a great
well,
concert. So
So that would have been for which tour? Because that's not for her new one. That was a couple of years ago now.
Yeah.
So that would have been the
Pageant
Star-Crossed-
material, probably.
Star-Crossed or something.
Star-Crossed. It was definitely Star-Crossed.
Great
yeah,
album.
for sure. Yeah.
She,
like-
she is yet to miss on an album. Yes,
Oh my
exactly
gosh.
like that.
Yeah,
Sony.
my wife has her going in the background with, oh gosh, all sorts of.
You a fan of her new one? A little more folky, a little more cooled down from her recent pop ones.
I haven't listened to that one.
Oh, it's
fully
great.
Yet.
Yeah, it's great,
I'm gonna
man.
have to dig into it. But,
Come on.
It's all good.
But yeah, Casey Musgraves is great.
All
I
good
love
with
her.
Casey.
She's an honest artist.
And then, okay, so first of all, you're not the first one to put Pet Sounds up there. Maybe the greatest album ever made.
Oh, Beach Boys is great.
You know what I mean?
Oh my God, take me back to my childhood. My dad and he would, put his tape in the car as we were
Yeah.
driving down
Hell
the
yeah.
road and pushing in a cigarette lighter and rolling the window halfway down. Listen to the Beach Boys, and that's nothing better than that.
I also have a Beach Boys in the Car story from that album. So do you are in this story. This is my bachelor party.
Wouldn't it be nice?
It was, it was me, you, Joey, Ryan, and I'm really sorry if I'm forgetting one person.
You are. He's pissed.
Okay, please tell me.
Never.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Okay, thanks. Anyway, we were up at the cabin and we're like, let's go blare tunes in Sodi's car. Careful. Careful. Yeah, who invited her? Either way, we cranked Sloop John B. We all knew the words and we all just screamed the words. And that was one of the last memories of that night that I have because then it turned.
Dark.
No, still a great time. Just don't remember.
So dark.
Yes, it went dark for me.
A transition of realities.
Yep.
A parallel
Great song.
universe.
Great night for the batch party.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal. And then Blue Oyster Cult. Classic.
Greatest SNL skit of our time.
Bach.
Would you bless us with that impression?
Oh my gosh, Christopher Walken, more cowbell.
That's incredible. That's actually really good.
Thank you for that. Okay. Down to the nitty gritty.
Couldn't get
Found the
enough.
man by the tree. He looked at me.
And he said,
His cold stare. Said hello.
Brandon needs to come on the show just as Chris. Like,
Hello.
We
Who
should-
wants some
we-
fantasy football advice? I got it for you.
We shouldn't have videoed and we've been
Guess
like,
who'd have
guys,
said
you'll,
who's gonna play?
you'll never guess who we got.
Hello.
Our GoPro stopped working, but you'll never guess who we got.
never guess who came on air.
Jameson Williams on my bench. Chris, what do you think?
I'd probably leave him there. He's haunted by those prawns he stole in college.
Hit or miss. Okay. Very good. Nitty gritty time.
That's
guys.
just the iceberg. Or tip of
Down to the nitty gritty.
so much there.
We did Burger Quest today. We have continued Burger Quests, and it
was a revisit for me.
it found, but not a soon revisit. It had been a while. It had been a long while for Brandon.
It's
Who,
top of my
last
list
time you were
right
in
now.
Minnesota would have
Oh
been
yeah,
would have been
2021.
in 3 years for this son of a gun.
It's
this son
smoked
of a gun
flame burger. It's smoked mats. It's top of my list right now.
so far.
Right now, I'm searching for something to beat what we just ate tonight.
Where'd we go?
Red Cow.
Red Cow, baby.
We went through something together, and
Brandon,
days I'll cherish.
you've been waiting a long time for this, so I'd like your take of the night first, and then let's finish that off with a with a rating of your burger, your order,
so I
your
ordered.
description, and your rating.
Yeah, so I ordered the 60/40 burger.
Why is it called 60/40?
Yeah, it's 60% beef and 40% bacon.
100% of the time.
100% of the time, it's a good time.
Give it to him, Doc. Give it to him, Doc.
And yeah, this is my favorite burger ever I've had in the United States, and I've lived in a lot of places. I've eaten a lot of burgers.
Does something foreign beat it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would have to go really far.
Well, then expand your blessing.
Let's kill
This is
something
the
I
greatest
didn't
burger in
name
the
on
world
this.
to you. This is your favorite burger.
I've had your famous In-N-Out.
Sure.
I've lived on the West Coast. I lived in
And?
San Diego for a few years. In-N-Out's great. It's very consistent and loyal. You can count on it.
It's Chick-fil-A burgers.
Exactly. Absolutely. Annie's Fine Burger. Why are you taking my phone?
It's my phone.
No shit. All right. Annie's Fine Burger in San Diego was
fun.
my absolute favorite burger place until I discovered Red Cow when I moved to Minnesota.
Do you remember your first Red Cow?
I do remember my first Red
How'd it
Cow.
go?
Was it a 60/40?
It was a 60/40. I've never looked back.
Have you ever had anything
Really?
else?
Yeah.
That's like me with Jersey Mike's. I got one sandwich there.
Can I tell you about Jersey Mike's real quick?
Please.
So I had never had Jersey Mike's until you had mentioned it on this show.
Really?
And I
Plug City.
went straight to DoorDash the next day for lunch.
Number 9?
I got the number 9. I got the
happy.
vinegar.
So
I got
happy.
I got
The
it Mike's way.
juices.
Yeah.
Gotta get a mic. Did you get the
And?
rosemary parm bread?
Well,
Yes,
hang
I
on,
got the
hang on,
rosemary
hang
parm
on.
bread.
Rosemary
I
parm
don't know if
bread.
you liked it yet. And wait, you got it DoorDashed? You hated it.
No.
Really?
It was great. The pickles were crunchy.
Next time you DoorDash it, ask for the juices on the side. They'll send it in a little sauce container. The sandwich, the bread is dry when you get home, and all of a sudden you go juice it up, then you hammer down.
One more time.
Say it again. Just like you did.
Juice it
Say
up.
it starts with juice.
That's a
That
soundbite.
saliva that's like a don't click
That's
that.
total soundbite.
You're getting emotional.
Yes. Hey,
You juice it
You're
up.
salivating.
Zuko's here. I'm allergic to his cat.
you were salivating big time.
But yeah, no.
No.
Jersey Mike's because of the show. I'm a fan.
You have the app?
I'm a fan.
We gotta
I
get
don't have the app because I have DoorDash.
I have 2 food apps: McDonald's, Jersey Mike's.
I do have the McDonald's
Why'd you hold
app.
up a beer and say
I have
that?
an embarrassing amount of
Cheers.
I have 2 food apps.
Cheers to McDonald's and Jersey Mike's.
Noodlers.
Cheers. Thank you.
I also really appreciate that they donated to autism awareness during
Hey,
that time.
yep, another reason. Why is that? They donated where?
During autism awareness, they donated a percentage of their proceeds, or I think it might have
It was
been
like
100%.
all proceeds from
all
that day.
proceeds
It was
for,
nuts.
that entire day of autism awareness went to that, so it was really cool.
Cool, Mike.
So J Mike. Very good stuff.
So he's not really from Jersey then.
No, he is. That's where it
he
started.
is.
But I mean, if he's willing to share his money.
But anyway, back to the original question. Red Cow, my friends. What a journey. It was
Wait.
delicious. It was
You
succulent.
remembered the original question? He needs to come here every week.
Yeah, it's a tough thing to do.
This is great.
See, even I forgot. We asked about your first Red Cow experience, and it's brought you to this one.
It's like having a bloodhound.
3 years since you've been in the state.
Georgia, Dakota, Mr. Sodi. It's like
Mr. Sodi.
going to church. It's
Go back.
it's euphoric. it's everything you want it to be and nothing it should be.
It was incredible.
It's everything it should be.
It-
Like I said, it was a revisit, and I'm so glad I just ordered whatever George. He's like, yeah, I get this, and I looked
Yeah.
at it perfect.
Just jump in the pool, Don't worry about what the weather's like. Just you'll be fine.
Sodi's references got me. Doback.
When he said Mr. Sodi, it's like,
Step Brothers.
Mr. Sodi.
Doback.
Please don't call me doctor. Whatever. Mom, Doback. Yeah.
Oh, good stuff. Okay. I was really glad we could get you back to Red Cow.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
we want to
Emily
know
and I
your
actually
schedule.
kind of
We want to know your schedule whenever you're in Minneapolis.
We kind of frequent Red Cow. So I'm. It has not been 3 years for me.
we?
It's been about Emily and I. It's been about 2 weeks.
It's been about 10 years for me.
Yep. It's as good every
We
time.
don't always get the burger though.
Listen
No,
here, you
no.
Franks.
Every now and I've been mixing in the hot sticks, and they're so good.
I never had a chicken bake. Yeah,
Oh,
apparently you
from-
guys went to the Co today.
There's a little bit left. You can have it. Oh, you'll love it. I want you to have
Seriously?
it. Yep. There's like a quarter of it, and I want you to have it. Costco chicken bake for Sodi. It'll be great.
Can we
Microwave
go
it,
back and
be
talk
fine.
about one quick thing?
Yes.
Please.
Real quick. I don't want you. I'm worried about you guys. You know, Red Cow is amazing, and don't ever take it for granted. And I feel like that's where we're going.
No,
Why?
we probably go a little too often,
Oh, it's great.
but it's still every bit as good
So
every
delicious.
time. Every time.
What do you mean? The fact that we're trying to find something to beat it?
That's
No.
true.
I mean, maybe you interpret it.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
Let's hear it.
There was a group of people in England didn't like the way things were happening, right?
Right.
Did they say we're just going to leave this as it is?
No, they
Or
didn't.
did they try to find something better
They found something better. And you
One
know what?
nation.
They had a really nice tea party.
under God?
Yeah.
What's a kilometer?
that Nate Bargatze SNL skit with
Bargatze. Have you seen Hello World, his new special?
no, but
Phenomenal.
did you see where he was doing the skit as George Washington on SNL?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious.
We'll have different words for animals when they're alive and when they're food. Cows will be beef. Pigs will be pork. And they're like, what about chickens?
There
That
we go.
stays.
Stays the same.
Turkeys also.
Brandon, rating of the 60-40 from Red Cow.
Oh my gosh, 9 out of 10 easily. Like,
Easily, huh? Have you? Is this your favorite burger?
this is my favorite burger of all time, and I,
How is it not the 10?
So this is theoretically your 10.
you know, if you
Who
if you
makes
never,
it 10? You?
Oh no,
Or just some? Who makes it 10?
Now we're talking philosophy.
you know, I always leave.
Have
Burger
you
philosophy.
tasted?
Hear
Have
me.
you tasted a 10?
Hear me out. I know, and have you? No. So here's my point:
Sody.
is you're always leaving room for something a little bit greater. It's like you're keeping your heart just still a little bit open. Yeah, it's great, but it's like, you know, for me, there's not much that can beat it. But like, you never know.
Man, God, so you're that person who takes that survey that we hate.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're,
Yeah.
why didn't I get 10? Because I've never seen
Just
a
I
10.
don't give shit.
Just to be clear,
I don't
Dakota,
give a
You ain't it, I promise.
I'm gonna get a survey when I check out your hotel.
George, I did something I never do. I absolutely did a terrible tip.
You got me revved up. What's going on?
Oh, Jesus.
We wanted to go out and go bowling.
Great.
Went to the first spot in town, league. Cool. Went to another spot in Monticello. No league, open play.
Great.
Perfect.
Bumpers up.
Got an hour of bowling. Checked in, got our shoes. Cool. 3.5 games in that hour. One bar, the kid that's working
Yep.
came by once and said, can I get you something? I said, yeah.
Yep.
2 beers and
Yep.
some chicken wings.
Yep.
No sauce on the chicken wings. Literally. Like, hey, man, sorry. They're supposed to be covered in sauce. Yep, sent them back. 20 minutes later.
But
they-
did you just say chicken wings?
No, like literally, actually double checked the sauce. I'm like, is that spicy? How spicy is it? Like, I like spicy. He goes, oh, it's spicy. You're going to love it. I'm like, perfect. Cover it in that shit.
Oh, and then they were just
And it came back just dry. I'm like, is this a rub that you guys didn't tell me about and I don't see? And he goes, no, it's a sauce. I'm like, right? Where?
Yeah.
And he goes, oh. He goes, I wrote it down. I made sure they knew. I'm like, I know, right?
Great.
Somebody didn't, but we're good, man. Yeah.
Anyways.
He came back. Yep. Two empty drinks. And I'm like, yeah, when you come back, we could probably grab another. All right. 2 more full games of bowling. Never saw him again. Comes back with a minute left. It's blinking red. Like, add more money or you're not going to bowl anymore. You guys want another round? I'm like, how the hell would I have time for a beer? I got a minute left. I'm like, I would have loved to
Did you
have
get
it.
the wings?
Yeah.
You got the wings and then you didn't see them.
At the end, we had to hammer them down before we lost our lane.
Well, and they didn't have any sauce on them.
Well, they did at the very end.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
good. You want to put this?
Well, it's a happy
you wanna,
ending.
You want to put the site on blast?
No, I don't.
You want to dox them?
I just, I don't know.
No, don't. We're not about that.
This is why I don't go out, man.
We're not about that.
I feel like every time I go out, I just get somebody's worst night, and I don't want to be a jerk. So I wrote him a message like, "Hey, man, here's why it's not what it should be."
Did you actually?
Yes, because I'm not gonna just not tell him. I'm like, an hour, 3.5 games of bowling. I said, yeah, never mind.
I'll open up the floor. If service is awful, do you speak up or speak with your tip?
Well,
That's
Sody
not.
did
That's
both.
not what. Sorry, that was not intentional. But the question stands.
You can't just shoot for filth, like just launch an arrow at filth and be like, the tip. Come on,
Well, you do.
low. Well, I do it well.
We're on the couch.
You low.
Answer my question. My question stands. I only asked because Emily said something one time.
Whoa!
One time,
Good
and it
for
was
you.
one time, and it, oh, it was warranted.
I always tip at
Good for
I
you.
didn't ask about tipping. I didn't ask about tipping. Stop. I didn't ask about tipping.
I want to point this out. I
Yep.
always tip at least 20%.
This was the one time.
for good service, excellent service. You get more.
This is a one time in our 11-year relationship we did not tip.
You get all the ones you got. If it's like a super good, super fun bartender, you're just
One
like,
one time in our 11-year relationship, we did not tip. We were out with our friends Matt and Jace at a
Don't be
place
dropping names.
known for their wings. We got very hot wings.
Runions.
No, we got some habanero,
D-spot.
buffalo, whatever wings, and we got spicy nachos.
Smash mugs.
We're just like, we only need water. So first we got a pitcher and then just a little plastic cups. That was gone before we got our wings. Then we have a whole bunch of hot wings, sauce all over our fingers. I had a little cut on one finger and it was burning, and I'm out of water.
Did you tell them
and now
about
I'm-
the cut when you
and
walked
now I'm
in?
trying. I'm waiting till I get this. Nope. I'm waiting till I get something so I can then go to town on the spicy nachos. Anyways, the whole time goes by. She never refills our water. We didn't even have napkins. She didn't bring us napkins.
That's inexcusable.
She never checked on us. She was yapping away while the joint was full, 10 feet away. We tried. Yep, with a friend that she. Yep, exactly. With the friend.
How do you know they were friends?
Like it got to the point where we're looking at her and waving her down
Did they
because
discuss
we
things outside
needed
of work?
water. Either
Like
way,
plans that they had with each
the
other.
bill came. Sody, the bill came. We did not tip. We leave. She chases us out of the restaurant.
Shut up.
Yep, she comes out of the restaurant and she goes.
So she was
you,
athletic.
She goes, you guys didn't tip. Me, Matt, and Jace decided to turn our backs and keep walking. Emily turns on her damn heels and goes, yeah, and here's fucking why. And goes right up to her damn face.
Yep.
And she didn't know what to do. It was great.
Well, I wrote it. I'm like, hey, bud, here's what happened.
Yeah.
3.5 games
Did you still
of
tip?
bowling.
Did you still tip?
He got what he deserved.
All right. We'll leave it at that.
These bunnies are delicious.
Sody, red cow grade.
9.1.
Whoa.
Flame Burger was an 8.4, I believe.
Have you had a better one?
What?
Red Cow?
Yeah.
When?
Stout Burger, California.
Ooh.
Beats
shiz.
Red Cow. That's my favorite burger in the world.
It's a very good burger.
I would fly out to California just to eat stout.
I love that.
I'll take red cow. But yeah, right there. Doc,
Is
rated
that a 10 though?
9.4.
9.4. Son of a
baby.
bitch. What's better?
I haven't had it yet.
Is that your favorite burger?
Yeah.
Man.
See, we all leave
Red
a little
cow,
bit of
clean
cushion
house.
for something a little bit
Sody
better.
and I
but
went with
never
the-
got there.
So Sody and I went with the double barrel, which is their smash burger.
Boom, boom.
And son of a gun. Yeah, it's that's minimum 9. That's damn near perfect burger. I said it there. I say it every time I take the first bite. Damn near perfect burger. And I say damn near because I'm probably just too scared to be like, this is perfect effing burger. Love it. Love it so much.
Well, once we get done with the tour, we'll be able to.
I know. So far, I think.
Where does
I
the
think
tour
we're-
end?
Yeah, what's next?
Oh, we will discuss.
I mean,
we don't know.
if we're going after the perfect hamburger, don't we end up in Germany? Isn't that where it started?
You just spoiled it for all the listeners. It's supposed to be a surprise.
Well, I just don't want this to end
America
up
made
to be a
the
joke
hamburger.
about German sausages
Darren, we
because
the
those are
first-
the worst.
Who created it? I think it's highly debated.
It's America.
He missed it.
Sorry, I missed it.
I'm not trying to go there right now.
Louis Lassen. A customer ordered a quick hot meal, and Lewis was out of steaks. Taking ground beef trimmings, Lewis made a patty and grilled it, putting it between 2 slices of toast. Didn't
Patty
say
melt.
where.
We got to go patty melt.
Where created the hamburger?
Hamburg,
That's
Germany.
where we gotta go.
Hamburg, Germany.
No,
Just said
it's
that.
not real.
Well,
Yes, it is.
we'll leave it at that.
That was part of that skit with Bargatze. They're
Yeah.
like, what about a hamburger? What's that made out of? Pig? And he goes, nope, beef. Like, we're going to have a number for nothing but 12. That's a dozen. They're like, what about 13? Nope. Just 12.
What happened?
It's perfect.
You guys want to talk about sports?
Yes.
I'd love to.
Yes. Couple wide receiver trades in the NFL as we near the trade deadline.
Well, this is one we actually did predict.
Yeah.
I believe I did.
well,
I thought he was going to be a Jet before the England
don't
game.
pat yourself on the damn back for predicting Rodgers to pull his little
Why?
strings.
Ayuk ain't a Steeler. I said something was going to happen, and later on it did.
Okay.
I think we should rejoice in that.
Good for you.
Good for us. We're a team. We need a fucking victory after what happened with Brandon. Ayuk.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah.
I think here's the thing. Rodgers and Adams, great combination, right? How many rings do they have?
Radgems.
0.
Yeah, Adams does not have a ring.
Adams does not have a ring.
Why?
They think that they can dominate the whole offense.
I think Kaepernick has a different theory.
Ooh, let's hear it.
Nope.
I'll be waiting here on one knee for you. I just think
So
that
Davante to the Jets.
I think it's overrated and overblown.
It's WWE. It's
Yeah.
storyline. It's
100%.
Fast and the Furious 8.
100%.
It's what people that are plugged in for long term want to see.
Well, so I think it's funny after the coach gets fired.
It's jersey sales.
Rodgers comes out and says, "No, I had zero say in that ever." And then a week later,
His best
they
friend's on the
trade for
team.
his best friend. It's like, okay, but you definitely did with that. So can you have something to do with one, but not the other? I think he had a little bit to do with the other too.
I think you and Feldman said it best. He definitely wasn't like, no, that's my coach. But if they said, I think we're getting rid of Saleh, thumbs up. Just,
Yeah, you like the text
Yep.
for sure. But I think he sent the text saying, "Hey, can we trade for this guy, or else?"
I think that was part of the contract stipulation. They couldn't make it happen right away, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Raiders had to fail. They had to make something happen.
Gotta wait for this, and they're taking on the full contract too. So Raiders got out from under it.
Jets need to do something fast.
Oh yeah, this is their window.
Is win or go home at this point for them.
This
They're
is their
all
window.
in or not.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts, Dakota?
No, I mean, I think it's just, Aaron Rodgers was so upset that Green Bay never did anything for him, and he hated the team out in Green Bay, but now he's got the same exact team in a worse stadium,
Better defense.
maybe a worse offensive line.
Yeah, way worse. You like Rodgers pretty
Nick
perennially
Mangold?
had great lines in Green
Worse,
Bay.
worse coaching,
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
worse fans,
yes.
Whoa.
and Rodgers is now 40, playing for the guy who created the COVID vaccine.
I panicked. I couldn't find one.
That was perfect.
Yeah, I thought so.
We talked about that, yeah. Jets are going to fail.
Yeah, they're already failing.
Aaron's going to cripple that franchise for
I don't
the
see
next
this.
decade.
I don't see this necessarily moving the needle.
What did Feldman say he would do if he could go back and be the head coach at the Gophers? 0-12, 0-12, 0-12. Bury that program. Aaron Rodgers is doing that to the Johnson & Johnson vaccine family. And I, for one, think it's brilliant.
If that came out to be the case, then hey, crazy.
That's
Good on 'em.
far-fetched insanity. It would never come out to be the case. That would be a theory that only a certain group of people would think about.
Are you in that group of people?
I'm bringing it up.
There's been thoughts that have been
Talking about it. Not just thinking.
Amari Cooper to the Bills.
Huge.
Great
move.
trade for
Yep.
the
Great
Bills.
move.
I think
Holy moly.
sharpens that knife even more.
And how happy is Amari?
Very.
No longer catching passes from a rapist,
Very.
but instead an MVP candidate. Everyone wants Deshaun Watson to fail.
Yes.
Everyone loves it. This makes everyone happy.
Crash and burn.
Yep. This makes everyone happy. Hey, what's Cleveland's opinion of Deshaun Watson?
He needs to go away.
That's the collective.
The collective, a collective agreement is he's awful for the city.
You manage a hotel in that city. I would imagine you have fans of the team working for you
All the time.
What's the
yeah.
discourse
Absolutely.
around Mr. Watson?
He just needs to go away. He's trash.
Are there daily hand job jokes?
There are. And as funny as they continue to be,
Always.
it's also just like, can we get a quarterback that's a little bit more serious?
Can he not be in the league and making guaranteed millions?
Yeah. So I will tell you, everyone is excited about the return of Nick Chubb.
Yes.
You
Yes,
know,
seriously.
he wrote that
He gets some
wonderful op-ed
They're all
out to the
chubbed
fan
up.
base. Yeah, no.
Super chubbed.
Aren't we all? We can all share in that.
Damn right.
Absolutely. But yeah, everyone's excited about that. I can tell you that there is a fan base for Dorian Thompson,
Yeah.
DTR, who's
Robinson, right? Yeah.
Robinson, who is definitely
He showed out in preseason last year. I don't know about this year, but
he's a fan favorite. So
Yeah.
the Cleveland loyal are definitely wanting to see him just jump out there if the season's lost.
I
and see what he
am
has.
curious if you noticed a difference in the reception around Deshaun Watson when he was first signed after all the allegations to now when he is clearly a shit quarterback. Were people on board more then than they are now strictly because of his skill?
Well, obviously, I mean, coming off of the Texans, where he was
Football fans are the worst.
very successful. It wasn't about his, necessarily his personal life, his private life, and the things that he's creepy about. Outside of that, I mean, the fan base was excited to have a quarterback with a winning record.
Baker Mayfield.
Well, and when he had last played at the time, he was potential top 5 in everyone's opinion, right?
Well, absolutely, but my issue with the Cleveland Browns is that the Haslets are very nice people, but they don't have bulldogs in the right places to get the right players and coach the right way over an extended period of time. They have been very reactive to how things are going in the moment and get rid of good coaches and good management when they could have just stuck with them for a few years and really rebuilt the team and rebuilt the draft the way it should be built.
They should have Baker.
But that's the problem
They
with a
should
lot
never
of
let go of Baker.
it's the problem with a lot of NFL
Yes.
franchises.
It's
though,
what are you doing
the
for me
owners
now?
are
There's
real
no,
life
there's no
fantasy
patience.
football players
There's no patience.
who just are like, well, I'm done. What are we doing? I'm done.
Ask the guy who spent $39 on
And-
likely week 1.
I'll ask the
No
guy that's
patience.
in management. If you have somebody that does really well for you one year and the next year they're crap, are you like, hey, thanks for last year? No.
No, right? Yeah, you're trying to figure out what's going on and get them back to the level that they need to be at.
You're not yourself lately.
But
What can we do to help?
But the problem with NFL owners too,
Here's
right?
$40 million guaranteed a year.
Yeah, right. You're not doing that. You're not let me trade away the entire future of this franchise to, I'll turn the other way on your back room.
Other than Patrick Mahomes, $10 million contracts make champions, in my opinion, as far as quarterbacks go. If they're wearing purple.
But so like every NFL owner and stuff should be taking pages out of what Detroit's done because Dan Campbell struggled
Right.
trying to build that culture and rebuild it to where it's at
And
now.
He only just now got to 500 just a couple weeks ago and became the second Lions coach to get to a 500 record.
Right.
It took him this long, and they've been successful for this is their 3rd year of success,
Really,
I think.
I mean, really, it's just been last year and this year if you really want to success.
So 2 years ago, they started like 0-6, but then were like a game away from the playoffs. They came on super hot, and that's when everyone was like, okay, we got to keep Dan the man around.
Yeah.
And then championship game last year.
Did you guys see the video of Matt Patricia riding a 4-wheeler from the locker room to the sideline?
No.
And then the next clip is Dan doing up downs with the team. And they're like, we went from this to this.
Yeah.
Matt's like, oh, where am I supposed to go?
Where was that us just talking about the Belichick coaching tree, how shit it is?
it's bad.
It's
Oh,
bad.
no, it's terrible.
It's so bad.
What's better than McVay?
Shanahan,
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, he's way better.
That's McVay, O'Connell.
LaFleur.
LaFleur. It's
Flores is Belichick, isn't he?
No, he's
no.
Mc-
Oh,
he's
sorry.
McVay.
Oh, Flores did play for Belichick. Yes, that is correct.
And then went to the
Miami.
Dolphins
Yep.
after the Patriots.
Had a tumultuous tenure
The Falcons,
with the Dolphs.
I think the Leslie Fraser trees.
We should. Mike Vrabel did a good job with the Tennessee Titans, but other than that, he's got Matt Patricia. He's
Who's
got
coaching the
Josh
Patriots right now?
McDaniels,
Another Patriot player,
Gerard.
male.
Mike Holmgren's tree.
Miracle
Pretty
Whip.
strong one.
God,
Is
what if
that
they won the Super
Andy
Bowl?
Reid.
Andy Reid.
Andy
Yep.
Reid.
They look the same.
John Gruden, too.
Gruden is
Have you
hungry?
seen his
Son of a gun.
YouTube?
Yes.
Yeah, this guy's just
Terrifying.
constantly on cocaine.
Yeah, I was gonna say
It's his diet.
they gave a guy a GoPro in his basement and said, "Do all the coke you want. Just talk about football."
Please just record it.
Yep, and he does.
Hold the shovel up to your nose.
Yeah,
Exactly.
What we got to do to get that deal?
Yeah, who can provide? Well, no one could legally provide that to us, Doc. Come on.
CBS did it to him.
Allegedly.
Right.
We just got-
Claimed.
right?
Claimed.
Jeez Louise. Okay, we are recording this on a beautiful Saturday night, so we don't have all the juicy storylines from Sunday to talk about, so I'd like to do some official predictions. Packers have the Texans, the only decent team in the AFC South, who the North is lucky enough to play this year. Vikes have already beat them. And I think we're their only loss so far. Are they 5-1, I believe? I would love to hear the two Packers fans' thoughts on this upcoming matchup versus Texans. Brandon.
Man, it will be down to the wire. I think it'll be a 3-point game and home field advantage to the new kicker, Brandon McManus.
Are you guys okay? Are you guys okay with his signing?
Oh, I'm wonderful with it. Yeah, I didn't think Nervison was very good. I mean, he missed a.
So you don't care about him hitting on stewardesses super drunk on a plane?
Who hasn't hit on a flight attendant?
Is that what happened? He
The
I didn't hear
the
anything.
questionable part would be he allegedly may have grinded
allegedly.
What?
on one of them.
How
Listen,
do you allegedly?
Well,
know?
that's
You
assault,
know,
brother.
at the end of the day,
That's
he'll
5-10.
deal with the consequences of his actions. But until then, while he's on the field, I have confidence he'll kick straight field goals.
Well, speaking.
It's a head game, man.
Did they cut
But-
the last guy?
yeah.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, that was bad.
Nervison, yeah.
But for McManus, like there's nothing criminal with it, and the Athletic reached out to his lawyer and asked for a statement, or his agent, and there's no ongoing
It was settled.
lawsuit. No, they didn't use that word because then the
Oh.
Athletic followed up and said, "Oh, was it settled?"
Oh,
And they said there's no ongoing.
they know what they're doing.
Nothing ever started.
Hey, if he can put it between the uprights.
Whoa.
See what I did there?
That's
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad. Well, what else? It's that's gonna be a good game. That's gonna be a really good game.
Oh, excellent. Yes.
Packers are at home.
Yeah, Packers are at home. Give them home field advantage by 3.
Yeah, I
It
think-
would appear last week. I know it wasn't who the Packers just beat up on the Rams last week.
Arizona Cardinals.
The Cardinals. Sure, I know it was the Cardinals, but still, it looked like they got their slow start woes out of the way.
Well, that or I couldn't tell if the Cardinals looked that bad or the Packers looked that good.
Cardinals are bad.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we know the Cardinals are bad, right? I mean, because Jordan Love's only mediocre at best.
that's true.
I believe that.
According to
I believe that.
one person I know. But yeah, we'll see. I think the Packers are better than you think. I think they're getting healthier. The secondary is getting healthier. We will see what tomorrow brings, but I'm excited for it.
Let's hope, because there's a lot of talent in the NFC North, and we don't want them falling off.
Absolutely, they won't.
He's
Go.
correct.
Point differential is huge.
Doc,
go.
what's it coming down to tomorrow for the green and gold?
Packers have scored the most points in the NFC North.
You guys
also
are points
had
leaders?
the most points scored against.
Just
so-
not in that game.
We've also
right?
had a bye week. So have the Lions.
All right.
You don't try.
Well, they scored
don't
a lot
try,
of points.
Brandon.
Yeah,
Brandon,
what's
it's not-
points per game?
Just,
I-
just,
I
not,
points per
just
game.
not more in
I
that
have
game,
learned.
right?
I've learned
They just scored less points in that game.
in my 50+ weeks doing this
Yes.
that these two, you cannot talk common sense to them about
It's
football.
okay. I understand. In
Why
my
was that common
but
sense?
to your 50+ years, my 40+ years is telling me the Vikings are never going to win the Super Bowl.
Dude, I know people in fantasy football that can have the most points all season. They can go win.
Yeah, absolutely.
winless.
Absolutely agree. 100%.
So why are we talking about that?
It's just, I don't know.
Because they've looked pretty good since the second half against us. They've looked really good.
Yeah.
We'll see. It'll be a really
We
good
thought
matchup.
Octomom was going to be a real go-getter, too.
Tomorrow is going to be great. I
looking
think
forward to
there will be a good slice of humble pie served tomorrow.
Yeah, I could see a world where the Vikes get their bums kicked.
What if we get
I can see it.
What if we get 3 pick sixes? What if Van Ginkel
What if we gank them again?
just ginks all over everybody? It's not humble. It's 49-14. And
Well, then you should be sad because your boy Dan Campbell got his ass whipped.
I'll make purple Kool-Aid
He's right.
for next week just to pour a chalice of it
Sody,
into a fish
are
tank.
you able to set aside your boner for Dan Campbell tomorrow?
100%.
You just going to tape it to the side?
I'm going to respect what he does
Put it in his underwear band.
as a culture, but I'm going to also understand that what Kevin O'Connell and Brian Flores are doing as a combination is an unstoppable force. And they're just going to have to deal with it.
Whatever, man. Just don't use duct tape. It hurts.
Movable object.
What does Christopher Walken have to say about this matchup?
It's gonna be wild. Everyone's gonna be there.
Full stadium.
God. Hello, Jared Goff. It's gonna go crazy in your face. Take that, Vikings.
Okay. Take that. Gram it. I'm not as good. It's not as funny when I do it. Sody. Well, Doc. So what are your predictions for the Packers?
I think Jordan Love's throws for 400 plus yards,
How's Houston's defense?
4 touchdowns,
Is it a good defense?
throws for 4 touchdowns.
Quit being freaking facetious and just give me your
And,
takes.
I think Packers win 49-21.
Yeah. I can never tell if you're just pulling it out of your ass to be facetious because we love our team.
That's my take.
49.
It's aggressive.
49-21.
I said 49-14.
I hope you're right, though. That'd be great.
Nico Collins is still out for Houston, correct?
I'm making homemade biscuits tomorrow. Bacon,
What?
Oh, baby.
cheesy eggs.
Oh, baby.
Probably make a special homemade pancake for Lily with some chocolate chips.
So he's going to be waiting in your dining room. I'll tell you right now.
I'm gonna have hotel eggs and diarrhea.
I'm going to tell him to spit in it, too.
Wait a minute.
You make sure you
All that gravy. So I had a revelation about the gravy one time. I used to have the biscuits and gravy all the damn time, Brandon.
All right.
And then, you know how, like on the outside of the Schaefer, like it just turns to plastic, right?
Yeah.
Is that what happens inside of our stomachs?
Yes.
Theoretically, right?
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
I feel it.
Yeah.
It's delicious,
No.
but I feel it.
Body's 98.6 degrees. It's colder than that in the Schaefer.
That's just
On the
science.
outside. Cannot wait for that B button. Here, I'm going to do that too. In case, we got
That's just
we got 2
science.
versions of it now. Okay. The Vikes, as we said, are playing the Lions, and I'm scared. I think having Aiden Hutchinson out is huge in favor for the Vikings. Our buddy Trevor had a great stat about that I'm going to try to pull from the top of my head because I'm not going to go that far back in the group chat. Their next highest pressure guy was Marcus Davenport, former Viking. He played like 3 snaps with us, with 7 pressures. He was their next guy with the highest amount of pressures after Aiden Hutchinson, who led the league in pressures. The next highest was Davenport with 7 pressures, who hasn't played since week 3. They have no pass rush without this guy.
No.
So that bodes well for the Vikes.
O-line's going to handle them very, very well.
Aaron Jones is
Darnold's gonna have too much
is airing towards playing. Looks like Jones may play, which I feel like is bad for long season outlook.
You will see Jordan Addison get 12 catches for 212 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Last time you said Addison breakout game, he did it.
MVP. 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 MVP.
I wouldn't say that. I just think it's going to be one of those games that they're going to put focus on where they should, and that's Jefferson.
Jefferson has historically put up stats against the Lions. Big stats.
But I will say this, the biggest games Jefferson has as far as yardage and touchdowns, we lose.
A lot of times. That's true.
Yep. So I think he's going to do what he does well and get the first downs, get the percentage plays we need to keep drives alive, but I bet Addison and Jalen Naylor are the ones getting touchdowns and massive chunks of yardage this week.
I could see it. I can't say that
Is Hawk back?
potentially. I don't know if that's been decided yet. He's questionable. I will. Okay, I
You
can't.
guys are just going to be unstoppable.
Can you imagine having Hawk?
Jesus.
It's unfair.
I saw someone said that the Lions should trade for Max Crosby.
That has been a well circulated rumor.
Why wouldn't the Jets?
However,
Don't need him.
the Raiders have come out and
They don't want to get rid of him.
Seriously?
and
Out of all the teams, they did?
They don't wanna get rid
they're
of him?
not interested in dealing Max Crosby right now. He's the face of the organization at this point.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, so I can't mention Hutchinson being out as a huge factor for them, without mentioning that Blake Cashman is out.
Yeah.
Ivan Pace will be wearing the green dot, which he's done
That's a bummer.
successfully. But Cashman has been amazing for us.
Who's
Ginkle's in. That's cool.
Who's home?
Shiz, it's the Lions, isn't it? Or is it us?
Whoa.
Man, that's stupid of me to not know.
Big deal.
We are. It's home. Last game of the year is in Detroit for us.
Right?
You think I'm lying?
In Detroit?
Last game of the year is in Detroit. This week is at home.
This week is that. Okay, thank you. I feel inclined to believe you. Though I
Thanks.
wonder.
No, we've been friends for, what, 30
Well-
years?
I get it.
Now,
It
appreciate
is at home.
Preach.
Okay, great. That will help.
That will help.
That will help very much.
Do you not trust me?
Not always.
God damn.
With random facts.
No.
With
Well,
with
where
my
the bikes are playing?
with my life, absolutely.
Is that worth my time and effort? Would I lie about the moon landing?
Yeah, potentially.
Unless it fueled Russia to spend tons and tons of money on rockets that would never work
I
so that
do
we
want
could beat them in the Cold War?
So, Kevin O'Connell has come out and said he understands the importance of this game, so he is not worried in the slightest about the Rams on Thursday yet. That's why if Aaron Jones and Hawkinson are able to play this week, they will play instead of preserving them and getting them healthier for the rest of the season. He says he understands the stakes that are at stake tomorrow. You guys agree with that? Or would you hold Hawk out, who's coming off a busted knee, and Jones, who has a very heavy injury history, and it's a hamstring, which linger?
Decapitate your enemies. Count your wounds after the game.
Give him everything you got.
Everything you got.
Everything you got. Okay.
Yeah, so that's one way of looking at it. Like, they could absolutely go out guns a-blazing. It's a short week. And I don't see them playing Jones or Cashman.
I think we're Cashman is
Realistically.
Cashman's out no matter what. Jones and Hawk, I believe, questionable, unless that's been decided yet and I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I think everyone comes back for the
And I just think that's smart too. Like it is a huge game, but we need Jones for later in the season. That's
and
that
Hawk,
much is
for that
obvious.
matter too.
Speaking of that, we brought back Cakers. Cam Akers is back.
Oh,
Woo.
Yeah, we'll see what that does. I just like saying Cakers.
Yeah.
Okay, official predictions for the Vikes. Sodi.
49-14. 3 pick sixes. Van Ginkel.
He ginks him 3 times? That'd be crazy. 21-20 Vikes.
24-21 Vikings. You guys aren't going to lose a game all season.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
No, I'm not.
Give it to him. Come on. Give it to him so I can score one more time.
No.
27-30 Vikings.
Woo. I also think Packers are going to beat the Texans. Look at us go. We're just jerking each other off over here.
Oh,
Normally that costs extra.
Not this week, guys.
Calm down.
Not this week. The Red Cow, look what. See, we
If
share
you
the
do
love.
want to see that, though, we have premium options.
To secondoffice.com.
Damn right we do.
Not
Damn
saying
right
it's
we
on.
do.
wait for
Okay.
the calendar.
Can't wait to see how our predictions turn out. That'll be good. Brandon, exciting stuff happening in Cleveland. You
Yeah.
asked us to talk about it, so I'll bring it up. The ALCS.
Yes.
This is all you because we don't talk baseball.
So yeah, the Cleveland Guardians have been definitely keeping it very interesting.
And
Screw 'em.
safe. And safe.
Trying to see what the current score is. It looks like it's 2-2, bottom of the 8th.
Ooh.
Come on, Cleve.
So Guardians win, and we go into
I really just don't want to see the Yankees succeed, so That's my
Yeah, no, me too.
It's my goal this playoffs.
Just it's funny too. Is I grew up as a Brewers fan, Wisconsin sports fan.
the crew.
Yeah, absolutely. They're so much fun to watch. But when you move to a city, when you start to embrace a city, you got to find something that you can kind of latch onto. And for me, it's been the Guardians. It's been
Nice.
really fun to watch them.
Like Doc and the Timberwolves.
Absolutely, absolutely.
She had to latch on to Cleveland.
Hey, it's a good baseball team.
Yeah.
Great baseball team.
Yeah.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
LeBron
James.
NFL Hall of Fame.
LeBron James.
LeBron, sure. Yeah, he's there.
Yeah.
A lot of cool people stopped in that town.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a great town, a great city. They've cleaned it up quite a bit since even I've been there. And
Is the river still on fire?
Do they have hockey?
no,
Is that a thing?
it
Or is
was
that
a
just a
thing.
meme?
It was an old thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they have the Cleveland Monsters, which is a semi-pro team. It's a really fun team to go and watch. Yeah, catch a game.
Son of a gun.
I like it.
A lot of great beer specials.
All right, baseball talk. Good job.
Yeah.
Okay. Our Minnesota Lynx have forced a Game 5 in New York. Winner takes all.
Ow.
It should. Oh, hey, do it again. So
No, don't do
No,
that.
a great button. Yes. Okay. Good. Thank you. NBA, Twitter. Every team has decided on their hashtags for the season. So last year for the Timberwolves, it was Wolves back, right? And that worked great. This year's not as cool, but I'm going to go through all of them. Oklahoma City Thunder. Thunder up.
You're gonna go through all of them?
I'll go quick. But most of them suck. That's
Yeah.
why. Okay. Denver Nuggets. Mile high basketball. Great. For the Wolves, bring the nice.
Ow.
It's really bad,
Who
right?
came up with that?
I don't know. And who okayed that? Someone said that, and then multiple people were like, yes.
Pack mentality.
Man, is someone like in your family involved with that?
Not
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah.
That's
If
trash.
Cal had anything to do with that.
You think he's involved in that?
I hope not.
That is.
I would expect more.
So many different teams.
Clipper Nation. Dallas is MFFL. What does that stand for?
Mavericks, finally, force.
Fuck you,
L. Okay.
losers.
Yeah, who knows? Sun's up. The Pelicans is hashtag Pelicans.
Squack.
Creative.
Lake Show, which I like. Light the Beam for Sacramento, which is great. Dub Nation for the Warriors. Stupid but typical. Liftoff for the Rockets. That's decent.
I like that.
Yep. Take Note for the Utah Jazz. I like that one a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The music note.
Yep.
Yeah.
Grind City for Memphis.
This reminds me of the guy that pretended to be Russell Wilson. He's like going to the Steelers, like, Steelers, Steel Nation, let's hammer down. All these just possible things that could
That
be
Russell would say.
buzz phrases. Yeah.
Broncos. Let's ride.
Por Vita is the Spurs. Rip City for the Blazers. Cool. Different Here for Boston. Stupid. Different Here.
It's different there.
New York Forever for the Knicks. Fear the Deer is classic.
deer.
For the Bucks. That's great. Let Them Know is Cleveland Cavaliers.
Wait,
There we go.
why has Milwaukee not doing Nuck if you buck?
Good point.
Hello.
Good point.
If
Soda.
I was running that, Nuck if you buck would be the hashtag every year.
Make It Magic for the Orlando Magic. The Yes Sirs for the Pacers.
Yes, sir.
Yes Sirs.
Those are
YES capital CERS.
I'm out.
Made for This is the 76ers. Stupid.
The answer.
Heat Nation. They just copied the Clippers for Clipper Nation. See Red. SEE Red for the Bulls. True to Atlanta for the Atlanta Hawks. Stupid. Nets World. Brooklyn Nets. Doc, you're loving this. We the North is Toronto. For the District, Washington, D.C. And for Detroit, last but not least, Detroit basketball.
Ow.
cool.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
That's terrible.
Yeah, a lot of them are bad, right? I have, as we wrap this up, this week happened the 20-year anniversary of Team America.
Fuck yeah.
Let's quote it up. Sodi?
Which one?
I don't know. Quote. Team America quotes. 20-year anniversary. It's one of your favorite comedies.
I promise I will never die.
Which leads to the greatest sex scene in movie history.
But I have a question.
Brandon.
What would you do if you were asked to give up your dreams for freedom? If You were asked to make the ultimate sacrifice.
What would you do? You were asked to give up your dreams for freedom.
Bucko 5, baby.
Bucko 5.
You
What
know,
about Kim Jong-il in that movie?
Why is everyone so fucking stupid?
Is everyone so fucking stupid? Matt Damon.
I've hired the greatest actor on earth, Eric Bowden.
Eric Barwin.
I mean, Matt Stone and Trey Parker are magicians.
Geniuses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're brilliant.
That opening scene with the puppet fight scene, which is apparently the one scene they showed investors who had already spent money, and they're like, "Here's the product," and they're just like, "The fuck is this?"
Blew up half of Cairo. Like, just the news the next day.
Puppet
America pissed off the world again. Yeah.
Puppet Matrix fighting.
Blowing up half of Cairo.
Thanks for having me on the show, guys.
Hey guys, thanks for listening. Like, subscribe on YouTube, patreon.com/secondoffice for some freemium and some premium content. Sody's Unabashed Belligerence, a fantasy flush, some Mad Lib action coming later in the week. It's gonna be great. Brandon, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Love you guys.